there, gaming friends! Thank you for clicking and I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to this little preview of an upcoming release of Catizens, which is supposed to be available sometime in 2021. That's the relative soon. It's listed as a colony management simulator, and that's exactly what it is. It's just a very adorable one. Saw this a while ago and it went immediately to the wish list for the theme and features of the game. Your entire town is fuzzy kitties with an array of different personality traits and behavior patterns in addition to their varied appearances. And you basically life sim it. Starting out with choices involved in the creation of your two primary characters, there's quite a bit of combination creations here for being simple character models. One appears to be an architect and the other a knight. Seems to imply that our head builder and combat specialist are here already. Down at the bottom is a selection for personality traits, some of which come with bonus items. At this point, I'm not sure how much it matters, but I can't have my knight running away from battle, so gotta be brave. There's some interesting potential here to create social systems if there are cat bullies, or cats too lazy to work, or those who won't be told what to do. We all know a few of those. There's some sociology comparisons that we could perhaps draw to our cats in real-world examples. Romeo seems to think he's a CEO. Don't get too attached to your first town because building it up can go by really quick, and as you transition through levels, you'll have a whole new forest to bulldoze with a fresh start on how you place your buildings. Because at this point, I'm not finding a way to move them after they've been placed. So if it bugs you how they're lined up, take a moment during placement. Note that you can use the arrow keys to rotate the objects before left-clicking to plonk them down. Building cottages expands on how many Catizens your tiny town can hold. Applications will roll in and you can select new applicants by a menu of traits and immediately assign them to go farm something in the environment. At this point, resources are mostly wood, stone, and food, but there's also catnip to satisfy the stoner cats. Eventually, you'll come across some mines with gold bars, and farmer cats will be joining you in the future to plant crops. This is merely a demo version, and perhaps we're going to see a lot more happening by the game's official release. You can throw it into fast forward and watch life unfold for your kitties. This game does have a mode that runs in the background that can be clicked from the options menu, but just a warning that there are enemy boars who love to attack cats for some reason, and it's best to manually send your knight out swinging to prevent weaker cats from getting knocked unconscious. Catizens can die. There is another villainous character so far in the game, that's goblins and their bridges. They'll steal your collected resources, but they'll also leave behind crates of goodies. Send your knights after their bridges to keep them at bay. The bathhouse is a must for removing fleas and just generally keeping the mood up with many cats. The market's obvious function is buying and selling. Buying is straightforward, talking to the vendor, but it's less apparent how you sell to them. It appears that being able to sell to a vendor may be a future upgrade that needs more materials to complete. Newer additions to the buildings in level 2 so far have been a tavern and a stable. We can only hope for tons of variety for varied looking cities, so it's all been a very charming design so far. There's a button for hiding and unhiding the walls of buildings. That will be helpful in decorating interiors of these tiny homes. A nice little elaboration on the game. You're not just stuck looking at the outside of the towns from the aerial perspective, but you can also zoom way in, and it looks like to maybe place furniture, or do nightstands go outside? I'm having trouble getting these things placed. Your Catizens with designated roles like the knight, architect, and farmer will level up as they continue to do more tasks related to their roles like knights battling, or architects building, or farmers farming. With some level ups come a choice of skills and those characters can learn to expand on the town, or at least I'm pretty sure that the stable came from selecting the skills to raise animals for food for special materials. But I could be wrong about that correlation, and it might just show up at the same time for all players regardless of choice. Not unlike The Sims, there's a lot of interaction you can direct between your Catizens socially, and the personalities do appear to play a role in the choices you're offered. If one of the cats is threatening to leave, you can send another cat to ask them to stay. There's compliments and insults, getting to know each other. It's all quite cute, actually. Juggling their list of requests and moods can keep you busy, but I'm not even sure how to figure out what to do with the loner cats while balancing the socialite cats who demand a crowd. All I know is that Mochi needs a bath about every 20 seconds, and I don't even know how that cat gets into it. If it reminds you a lot of The Sims smashed together with RimWorld, that's because it's inspired by both. There's an interview over on HeroCraft YouTube with the developer Yang, who had previously worked on The Sims 3 and 4. It shows, even in the demo of Catizens, because so far the execution's been flawless, but I did start this after a patch that was implemented 2 days into the demo to fix cats that were getting stuck in the bathhouse. Poor cats. Interestingly enough, Catizens almost wasn't a thing, as the developer shows the initial mock-ups of the game used as human residents. It was an inspiration from Animal Crossing that would end up resulting in a massive change that makes this colony management a little extra fluffy for audiences that love to meow. After evaluation, this one's staying on the wish list for when it's released. I'm gonna get this one. I've always been a fan of the series of the old SimCity of Windows days of like the 3.1 and other games like it. This is an elaboration on a similar model that feels familiar and fun, and it gives some extra variety to the game list. Look for the demo on Steam if you're interested in checking this out yourself. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye!